Well, this is, of course, the gift-giving season, but some of the best gifts are things that can't be unwrapped. And that's true for adults, but also for our children. Joining us this morning to talk about giving kids the gift of knowing gratitude and empathy are Beilharz and Cameron White-Coleman from the Boys and Girls Club of Kingsport. And ladies, it's great to have you on the show.
It's great to be here.
Thank you.
Love your topic, and I think it's so important, especially this time of year as we're getting close to going into the holidays, to really talk about teaching this to our children.
Right. I think most folks don't realize that it's not natural for us to have gratitude, but especially for younger kids. It's not a behavior that's automatic, so it's something we need to teach. So we have to teach our young kids, and we have to teach everyone, I guess, that we have to be grateful not only for the things that we receive, but the things we already have. It's natural for kids to want, and so especially into the holidays, it's like, what am I going to get? What presents are under the tree? And they're very excited, and that's wonderful. We all get caught up in that because we love that excitement. But we have to remind ourselves, we have to teach them gratitude. We have to teach them to appreciate the things they already have, appreciate the things they may receive, but just simple things like the sun, having the sunshine and how that feels to us, especially on cold, long, dreary days, and then the sun comes out and we all just kind of bask in it. But teaching them that is really important. So working with your kids to help them understand it's not about what we want, it's about what we already have, and being grateful for that.
And having those conversations. Kids are so honest. Yes. When they unwrap that gift, if that was on their list or not. But to be able to kind of set them up for success, I think, and I feel like they're really never too young to start that message.
That is correct. And it starts really at home, whether it's, no cell phones at the table and just having that family time, to going through their old toys and maybe saying, okay, I'm not really playing with these, let me give them to another kid that really doesn't have things. And it really boosts their serotonin and everything, and so it makes them feel good, and it makes them feel like they have a purpose, and so there's a lot of benefits.
Yeah, I feel like once it starts, your kids
it's
will
contagious.
take off. Yeah, exactly. It's like they're ready to pack those toys up and give them to someone who needs them.
Yes.
One of the things we try to practice even at the club when we're having dinner with the kids is to talk about one thing you're grateful for that day. Something positive that happened. I like to do high lows, so we can talk about what was your low point today, but what was your high point today, and they always have something, and so then they start learning and feeling like, I should appreciate, I have a lot, in my life, and we're given a lot, and so how can we then learn to share that and just being grateful for what we have. It's so hard sometimes to teach kids that, and we feel like, well, we want to give them everything they want.
Right,
it's not always possible, but we want to. But also, as Cameron was saying, being able to help them understand the things that we have that we may no longer use, how grateful somebody else would be to receive something like that.
And talking about empathy and learning that and giving back. It's such an important message this time of year.
It really is, and they get really excited, and it may take a little bit to have your kid go through their toys, because then they go, oh, I really want to play with that now.
Exactly. But go through that.
It's contagious, so once they get to doing it, they love it. When I greet the kids and coming into the club, and other staff as well, how was your day? They say, good. Okay, what was good about your day? And we kind of just break it down, and then they get specific, and they realize some of them have to think, and that's a really good thing. And then also, what was not so great, and then kind of get them to kind of work on that and understand that it's not all about the material things. It's about what we leave behind and what we present to others. So
couldn't agree more. Great conversation. Ladies, thank you so much, and thank you for what you do for the kids in our area, all the Boys and Girls Clubs. And they have a little message they wanted to share with everybody during that holiday season, a little message of thanks. The Boys and Girls Club of the Tri-Cities, thankful for your support and trust in caring for our children and youth. Always important.